Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link. Come back at you on Friday, Thursday, June 24th, 2022. Here to cover the items in the inventory of the Agent of the Nine. This time around, you'll find Xur in his usual hiding spot over in the tower hangar. Go ahead and load it up, head on in, and let's take a look at what some of his inventory is this week. Alright, and first things first, we've got the Merciless Exotic Fusion Rifle. This comes with the special ability Conserve Momentum. Non-lethal hits with projectiles will make this weapon charge faster until the wielder gets a kill. So you keep shooting with the gun, until you get a kill, it's going to get faster and faster charge time. Makes it a pretty powerful weapon in both PvE and PvP. It's also got the special trait Impetus. Reloading immediately after a kill increases weapon damage for a short period of time. It's like an enhanced version of Kill Clip. Definitely a worthwhile weapon. For the armor, first up for you hunters out there, we've got the Gwison Vest with actually a pretty decent overall stat allocation, total of 67. This comes with Roving Assassin. You can vanish after Spectral Blade kills for more super energy. This used to be an absolutely top tier exotic for hunters way back in the day before a couple of nerfs slipped in there. It's got a decent stat roll setup too, 21 in the Resilience. Resilience is the big stat play for this season. You absolutely want to make sure you're running at least some resilience on your character, and this is not a bad roll for the Gwison Vest. Alright, for Titans, we've got Seaton's Ramparts. These come with Assault Barricade. You and your allies can shoot through your towering barricade. It's actually a pretty decent support ability, though this isn't really the best stat roll you could possibly hope for. You can get it to complete your collections, but honestly, I would hold out on this one. Then for Warlocks, we've got Eye of Another World. This is coming with Cerebral Uplink. This highlights priority targets and improves the regeneration speed of your grenade, melee, and rift ability energies. Also provides a small benefit to the airborne effectiveness stat of all weapons. Not a bad exotic, kind of in an odd place right now with some of the Solar 3.0 stuff out there. The stat roll on it isn't bad. 21 mobility, 21 strength, that's a great roll. But as a Warlock, you're definitely looking more for resilience and recovery than mobility. So if the stats were a little bit different there, I definitely recommend picking this up. Alright, for the legendary weapons, first up we've got a Zen Moment Rampage Gnawing Hunger. Not a bad roll at all if you're looking to get yourself a Void Auto Rifle. The 7th Seraph Submachine Gun. We haven't seen this one in a little bit of time, and this is actually a pretty serviceable roll for this thing. This weapon doesn't have the best perk pool in the game, but it is great if you still use Warmind cells. It's one of those guns that can spawn them pretty easily. And 4th times the charm plus Vorpal weapon, not a bad roll at all. I can pretty much say the same thing for this Eternal Blazon. If you're looking for a decent Arc Scout rifle, this is definitely going to work for you. Killing Wind plus 1 for all isn't a bad combination for PvE at all. Add to that, basic roll for the Toil and Trouble, full auto trigger, Rampage. I think there are better shotguns out there. The Far Future is rocking auto-loading holster as well as multi-kill clip. That's not too bad. The Tarantula, this would be a top-tier, well, it kind of is a top-tier roll for a linear fusion rifle, even with the scuffed version of box breathing we've got right now. But having field prep plus box breathing with a charge time masterwork, if you are in need of an arc linear fusion, maybe you haven't gotten Storm Chaser yet, this is definitely a viable option. Could absolutely recommend that you pick this one up. Finally, we've got Stars in Shadow with Grave Robber and Elemental Capacitor. Nothing really to write home there. Alright, for the armor. In terms of some of these builds here, the helmet here for Warlocks has got a decent amount of recovery on it. 22 in the recovery, 19 in intellect. Intellect you don't really need to worry about too much as a stat now, but high recovery is definitely in high demand right now, just like high resilience is. Alright, for the final exotic stuff, the Hawkmoon roll this week is coming with Moving Target. We got Corkscrew Rifling, Alloy Magazine, and Smooth Grip as well. For the Dead Man's Tale, this thing is rocking Full Bore, Light Mag, 4th times the Charm once again, and Fitted Stock. 4th times the Charm makes this a pretty decent PvE weapon, but there are of course better rolls out there when you're looking through Dead Man's Tale as well as the Hawkmoon. But alright, Guardians, that's pretty much it for Xur's inventory for the week of June 24th, 2022. Hopefully he brought something you care about. And if you figured out a utility for the Eye of Another World, be sure to share it with us down in the comment section below. I kind of want to see how many people are still using this exotic helmet. Good stuff. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians stay frosty. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend.